Money. Bow them, bow.
Nope.
It's just beautiful. Sideways. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Aisha May. If you do know me, hello. If you don't know me, welcome. I'm here with my mum today. And we're going to do a video about her journey to becoming healthy, basically. My dad had mentioned it previously in one of my lives, but I felt like, you know, nothing is better than coming from directly from the person that it happened to in the first place. So Mum agreed to do this video to give you some information which I'm sure lots of people will be really interested in. So I suppose we can start off with, oh sorry, Mum, I forgot to say, your name is not Mum, is it?
My name is Angela and I'm not used to having to looking in the right place, so forgive me if I look like I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, and we're outside the house, so, you know, excuse if you hear any cars. We will talk loud enough to make sure that you can hear us anyway.
Yes, we both had big mouths. Oh!
Hello! Let me just pause it. Some fun and games in the Gambia. Just had Gambi 1A come and deliver us something and dash it in my neck. That's alright, I'm fine.
She nearly lost her neck.
Nearly lost my neck, but it's
yeah.
alright. Still there, still attached. Everything alright, copacetic and everything. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's continue. So, Mummy,
Yeah.
you got sick.
Yes.
Or you got an injury, isn't it?
Yes, I injured myself doing my job, care work. So it was for, what do they call, independent housing?
Yeah, for elderly people.
Yeah, for elderly people. So this was in August 2011. If you know anything about care work, there was this lady and she was twice my size or even 3 times. She couldn't get out of bed and I needed to basically clean her up.
But usually you're supposed to have assistance, right?
Yeah, well, a lot of the time, but on this day there were only 2 carers, so myself and one other lady, and I can't remember how many flats. I think there were 32 flats, if I'm remembering correctly. Not every single flat you had to go to do anything, because there were some people that were independent and could do their own thing. Yeah. But the majority, you did have to do something for them. So I did complain in the morning to say there's only 2 of us. But as I was the only one that sort of spoke up, they just expected you to get on with the work. I tried to speak to the other lady and say, you can't do this. But she just thought we should just get on with it. So
I suppose it's like pressure.
Yeah, so that's what I kind of felt. I felt like
if you weren't going to do it, then you're going to get into some kind of issues with
and it
work.
was already going to be a hassle for the day. So I thought, okay, get on with it. So with this lady now, and I really did feel for her because she couldn't get up. I'm just trying to contain her waist basically. I had to pull a pad from underneath her and she couldn't roll either. So I yanked the thing and that's where I must have fractured my spine. But I didn't know. It was, I think it may have been the next day when I realised that I couldn't stand up straight and I couldn't walk properly. And at the same time I got a slip disc as well. So I did 2 things at the same time.
So from that moment, I remember you just Did you go to the doctors or anything?
I went
initially?
to the doctors and they arranged for me to have x-rays at the local hospital,
Yeah.
which they told me, oh, it's healed, you know, a fracture only takes 6 weeks to heal. So I was like, oh, so why? How come I'm not healed then?
Yeah.
But there were no answers forthcoming to my questions.
Yeah, I suppose they felt like they did everything that they could do, and to them it was fine. You should be fine.
Yeah.
Which
So,
obviously you were not.
yeah, obviously I wasn't. They sent me to, what is it now? It's a physiotherapist. And what I found out at a much later date, they were giving me exercises that they shouldn't have given me that would made things worse, basically.
Yeah.
Because they were sort of saying to me, I should be able to do this. And what kind of started happening for me mentally was, is this pain as bad as what I think it is?
Yeah, like
or is it in my mind?
yeah, you're starting to doubt your own pain.
Yes, yeah.
So then, from then, was that when they offered to give you injections in your back at that point? I can't remember. So
There was talk of that, but yeah, there was talk of that, but I knew I wouldn't have had that, and I can't really remember how that went, because there was so much so many doctors' visits, physiotherapist visits, hospital visits.
Yeah.
So some of it I can't quite remember exactly what took place first.
Yeah, like the sequence of everything.
Yeah. All I know is the more pain I was in, the more medication I was given.
So, do you remember how many medications you were given?
My goodness.
Or maybe how much you were taking at a certain point in time?
Right, yes. All the tablets together, it was like 11 at one time.
And I remember there was one point where you were taking ibuprofen quite a while and the doctor said you couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, the doctor said to me, do I want, what did he say? You can bleed to death from the inside. He said if you keep taking them, you know, it was such a lovely delivery of information the way he told me.
Yeah.
And
the only information that you were given is that basically you just had to manage how you were.
yes.
And in terms of managing, you could explain to people how you were.
Yeah, in the main, to go to appointments, my husband had to put me in a wheelchair. I was so against going in this wheelchair because I didn't want to feel that I couldn't manage still, that I couldn't walk. You know?
It's okay.
I didn't even think these tears would come because, you know, I'm okay now. But, yeah, it was awful at the time because I was told that's how I'm going to be for the rest of my life and I just have to manage it. And I actually I digested that information and had to say to myself, and because I've got children, okay, if this is what I have to do, then this is what I have to do. And I tried to really make myself not be miserable, but very, very difficult, because most nights I couldn't sleep. I was more time sleeping a bit in the day because of the pain. So every movement was pain. So for me, pain was all down my left side of my body. So it was my head, my neck, my shoulder, my arm, my side, my bottom, my leg, my knee, just everything, all of those things I had pains from. And when it first started, I also had headaches. But somehow I was having regular visits to is it a no,
not chiropodist
at all.
Chiropractor.
A chiropractor. That's why I nearly said chiropodist. It's the same. Letters at the beginning of the word. And somehow, I managed to get rid of the headaches that way. But that was all I was able to do. I was even having acupuncture at one time.
I remember that.
I had so much acupuncture. And we were even paying ourselves, which was like £40 odd a time to see what you just said.
Chiropractor,
And I felt like it would help in the instant, but as soon as I started moving and left the premises and back to the house, I was in the same position.
And basically you were bedridden.
Yes. I could barely get to wash myself. And my husband was working as well. And time was coming home and cooking as well, and at weekends doing shopping as well. It was very stressful for everyone, you know. But I gave thanks still that I had family to help to keep me safe.
And you weren't even miserable, you know. Well, you weren't like. I know that it was definitely a hard time. It was a hard time for all of us. To be honest. And I am definitely grateful, and I know obviously you are more than all of us that it's passed, because I don't feel comfortable.
Just know, especially that you and Adam, and I can't let you see me I have to. But music helped me a lot as well.
It was tough. And I didn't think that you were gonna be like that forever. So it's really nice that you are, and that you're up and about, you're dancing, you're happy,
I'm running. I'm doing all sorts.
So what led you to your next move?
I would listen to music every day. Almost as soon as I got up, I would be listening to music. But each morning, what I would do as well, I was listening to Galaxy Radio, Galaxy 8weeks, and there were shows they would have on there that were so inspiring to do with your health, and that was just one of the topics that Galaxy covers. And they had they have, I believe he's still there. His name is Dr. Stephen Ferguson. He's a natural health practitioner. So I remember we were hearing him on a Thursday evening, and there were other presenters that would do programs to do with your health and natural foods, and let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. And of course at the time we were struggling financially, because now I wasn't bringing anything, I wasn't receiving anything from anywhere either.
No compensation.
No. I didn't actually go for compensation, because at the time all I wanted was to be better. I felt that when I took on that job, it was going to be the last job I had. I'm going to help people. And I just loved doing what I was doing. I absolutely loved it. So when that happened to me, I just wasn't ready to not be okay.
Even saying that, I don't think there shouldn't be a limit on getting compensation.
No, there shouldn't.
Because there was no limit to the amount of damage it did to your body. So that to me is just BS. Like, really and truly. Yeah, and I know because I remember around that time we were saying, you know, get compensation, but I know at the time you just felt like you're going to get better and then you're going to go back to work and you didn't want to ruffle
That's
any
what
feathers.
I wanted, yeah, that's what I just wanted. So,
yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, to realise anyway, that wasn't what I was really supposed to be doing. I didn't think that, of course, at the time. Right, so where did we get to? Yes,
Yeah,
so
so
listening to, yes. So, yeah, so where I got to where, yeah, things were very hard financially. And we were paying a mortgage at the time. So what we decided to do was, my husband and I, not pay the mortgage for a month and instead go and see this natural health doctor, which is
oh my
one of the most amazing things in our life.
Yeah, so that consisted of, say, well, first, was it the first week or the first day you had to, like, was it drink something or?
Yeah, so what he actually put me on
a specified diet.
Yeah, it's natural health diet. Yeah, so he has powders and different powders that you can take. I had to immediately stop sugar completely. So I stopped that completely. And all I used to drink was sarsaparilla. That's all I used to drink. And I had a cup of sarsaparilla on the side before we left for that appointment. When I came back, I just threw it away. Yeah, and just started on that. So yes, basically I had to do a detox. And by the way, I was told by Dr. Ferguson that, because I was also told that I've got arthritis, because chronic pain can cause arthritis. And I was told that there's about 100 different types of arthritis.
Wow.
And that yes, you can get better. And when the man told me that, I just broke down. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And I was still scared to actually believe him. I was still scared. So yes, I was put on a detox. So I had this, it was drink that had just vegetables, which included a couple I can remember, just like beetroot, I think there was onions in there.
So this was something that Dad put together, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you already had, you were told what ingredients to put in
To buy,
to buy.
and everything had to be organic.
Yeah.
So that first day I wasn't to actually eat anything. I was just to drink this, I think it was twice that particular day, to clear out the system. So what actually happens is my blood had turned acidic, so then my blood cells weren't flowing, because he actually did an x-ray, a live x-ray of the blood, and showed me so that I could then see how slow my blood cells were. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that also meant it was like starved of oxygen, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So then you were on, after having the juices or the drinks,
Yeah.
you then had a specific food. How much food did you have to eat a day again?
I was supposed to eat 3 meals a day, and it was all basically the same meal.
Yeah.
At the time I wasn't eating any meat at all. I was eating fish. I'd actually myself, through listening to Galaxy, came off of meat. Such fish. So I was told by Dr. Ferguson that I could have chicken and fish, but I said to him I don't eat chicken. So I was just having fish. So it was fish, whichever fish I like, basically.
Hard food.
Yeah, hard food. So like yam, green bananas, and like vegetables. And we started eating our vegetables raw.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we were having raw vegetables. So, and organic rice, so like a brown rice, but it's like a light brown rice, organic rice. Yeah, so
that was for 8 weeks.
That was for 8 weeks, and yeah, that was for the 8 weeks because I was given exercises as well.
Oh yes, oh yeah.
Light exercises at the time. Yeah.
So everything is catered to each individual, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
So then, after that 8 weeks,
where I lost,
oh yeah, she lost so much weight.
Because not being able to walk and stuff, I mean, I know I'm not that big, but I went up to size 12, and to me that was huge.
Yeah.
So then by the time I lost this weight now, I went down to size 6, so I never had not one piece of clothes could fit me. I was angry at the time. And my son said I look like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
You could tell our sense of humour in our household.
But I'm telling you people, oh my goodness. I just can't even explain.
You could walk
I
for
could
yourself.
walk, I could dance because I love dancing.
Yeah, because basically she was bedridden. She couldn't walk by herself.
Barely sleep.
Really sleep.
Always tired.
Couldn't go down the stairs.
No.
Dad literally had to carry her down the stairs.
Or I would like go on my bottom.
From that for how many years?
Oh my goodness.
5 years?
Yeah, we didn't say that. Yeah, 5 years, over 5 years.
So for 5 years, basically bedridden, and then in 8 weeks, able to dance, walk, run, jump, everything. Like,
just fantastic.
And oh, I don't start crying again. God, just never thought that we would get our mum back, and she would get herself back.
That's it.
And you would be out again, and then obviously that led to being able to move to your dream destination.
Yeah, that's right, because I was determined that I'm not coming to Gambia to come and sit down and not be able to help myself, that it just wasn't going to happen.
So yeah, like Mum is living proof that changing your diet, or as they call it, we realised that the word means dying.
Yeah, so
but
we like to say maybe a word liberty
or something,
because that's more to do with living.
So my hand's so sweaty, so I've been like gripping hard. So to change what you eat can truly change your whole life. And now, like through what happened with Mum as well, like we're trying to be a bit more self-conscious, even though I know sometimes certain things I eat that I shouldn't really eat it, but
even myself,
I'm
not a strict anything. I just try and think of what I'm having. That's all.
That's something actually, because remember when you first came here, you were worried about what you were going to eat.
Yes, I was
if
worried.
It was going to affect your health or even reverse it.
Yeah, but not at all, not at all, not at all. Because I was still having the powders from Dr. Ferguson when I was in the UK.
Yeah.
So I was worried about that, but everything here, just everything.
It's because it's fresh, isn't it?
Things are more fresh.
It's like you can see it literally growing. You can literally walk past a tree and pick whatever you want, and you don't have that opportunity in the UK.
You have the climate.
Yeah, you have the climate as well, and the surroundings, the sea.
The nature around is magnificent.
Yeah.
So,
and obviously, like the sun gives you so much vitamins.
Yeah.
So gives you so much vitamins that you don't realise that you lose out on that when it's like winter period in the UK or in the US or wherever you are watching it. If you do have a winter period, so I'm just still like, I don't think like, yeah, as Mum said, like I did pause it. So there was a bit where we were talking because I don't want to really cry on camera. I'm not trying to be that one. But like she was saying, you know, I probably didn't realise how much it affected me until probably now.
Yeah, because not really having time to think about how it's affecting you. You just have to get on with what you've been presented with.
Yeah, and the majority of the time I was at work anyway, so I wasn't even at home as often.
Yeah, true. Very true.
And yeah, I think I can be honest and say I probably used it as an escapism as well because I didn't really know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and that's why I could see myself in quite a few people that I knew at the time. It was hard for them some people to like really look at me and treat me the same way. So for a little while there, I appreciated what it must be like for someone that is actually wheelchair bound, that cannot one day be able to get up out of that. I felt that because being in a wheelchair, people didn't really want to look in my eyes. It was as if I'm different. So I did feel that.
Yeah.
And just as a joke for myself, I just said I made some wheelchair friends because when we was going to appointments, and because people up here now, they're not looking down.
Oh, yeah.
So people in the wheelchair, we'd start saying hello to each other.
Well, boy, you know.
Yeah, so, you know, we do adjust to what life gives us. As hard or as easy as things can be, whatever perspective you're looking at it from. Yeah, and I just give thanks for life. Right? I give so much thanks for life.
Listen.
And because I love dancing, I used to get on the good foot with James Brown when he would tell me. I'd hold on my bedside and just dance with the one foot.
Yeah.
I did anything to try and keep myself.
Your spirits high.
Yeah, I really did. Music helped me a lot.
No, you did well, Mum. I can't even lie to you. You did very well, and I'm super proud of you. And you know, it's an inspiration, and I really hope that everyone else feels the same way. Something else I was going to ask you, and I totally forgot what it was now.
I also did have, I did set a few exercises, didn't I?
Yeah.
I had some
weights
as well.
Yeah.
But that was right near the
end.
The end of the pain and the beginning of
and
just to build up the my muscle strength again, because the muscle masses gets quite lost when you're doing
nothing. It's important. Exercise is important as well. So like even for myself, like I used to exercise quite a lot, and I need to get back to it because it's important to keep moving. You know, it keeps you young. So I don't want to just look young. I want to actually continue to feel young as well. So, and I've been saying to my parents, like, old is a type of mentality that you don't need to have. My mum and dad definitely don't have that type of So but anyway, I think that's it, isn't it, Mum?
Yes, I just hope, as I should say, that we've inspired someone, you know, to just maybe look at what you're eating, something like that, and
be mindful of what you're putting in your mouth. And Mum always researches what certain things have, what health benefits certain things have, because it's important. It's important. Even me, when I pick up a package, I look at the back and I look at the ingredients. If it's got certain things in there that I'm just not familiar with, I'm not really feeling it. So yes, be mindful. It's important to be mindful in so many ways in life, not just in terms of what you put in your mouth. But anyway, I'm not gonna go on. I'm just so grateful I got my mummy back.
And I just give thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mummy, for coming on my video. And
thank you for having me.
Any questions you guys want to ask, just go ahead and put them in the comments. I will put Dr. Ferguson's information in the description box below, as well as my contact information if you want to get in contact with me. I have never mentioned this because I don't really like saying it, but I'm going to say it for once in my life. I have my PayPal information in my description box as well. And my parents basically were like, you should just do it.
Yep.
So it's there if you wanna help, donate, whatever. Anyway, I'll be very, very grateful. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.
Nope.